Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, and with James E. Cornett here. And today on Collision or Hit, we got a good show here today. Hopefully, Tony Schiavone said we have a good show here today. You know, that's always our goal, to be putting on a good show. Yeah, you got that right, Renee Young says. Tony Schiavone, you got that right. It's always, always, that's always our goal, to put on a good show here today. If we know, what we're going to be doing here today. But I think we're going to have a good show. That's what I think, Renee Young says. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Tony and Renee. Hopefully it is going to be a good show here today on Collision or Hit. At least that's what I believe, James E. Cornett says. Well, looks like we're going to have the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes here, Tony Schiavone says. That's what it looks like, Renee Young says. That's what we're going to have here today on Collision or Hit. Well, Renee, I can tell you one thing now. James E. Cornett said, I hope you know that Cody Rhodes is going to be wrestling and fighting someone. Alright. Alright, Cody Rhodes, we got to pull this up a little bit. Alright. So, as the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, I have so far had matches with Shaq, matches with Tai Chi. I had matches with Darren Drozoff. I always wonder, who am I going to be, and fights with Luke Guy. I wonder, who am I going to be wrestling and fighting next for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. Now, I'm not picky or anything. And I don't get to pick who I'm wrestling and fighting anyway. But yeah, I chose to be the fightingest TWF, and I fought Mora too. And I choose to be the fightingest, TWF, heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. So I just wonder, who am I going to be wrestling and fighting, against next? Well, I only don't know who he's going to be wrestling or fighting against next, but I can tell you one thing. It's not going to be good, Tony Schiavone says. Well, Tony Schiavone said we have Godzilla, or Godzilla, King of the Fiends here. I guess that's who Cody Rhodes is going to be fighting. Well, Renee Young said it's true. Godzilla, the Kaiser of the Fiends, have been in a toy wrestling gathering since between 98 YL, when he first got bought from the Vinlander Thrift Middle. Alright, Cody, I'm not going to say that I have a lot of onlook for you and all the things you have done. Yes, you beat Shaq, Luke Guy, Darren Drozoff, Mora. I mean, a lot of us didn't think that, that you were going to even, win at In Your House. Last month, no one thought you were going to win at In Your House. But, no, in your bedroom. But you did. So you did. Now, you want to know who your next darer is going to be for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings? Well, that's going to be me. Well, Godzilla or Godzilla, King of the Fiends or Kaiser of the Fiends or whatever, I take you up on your dare. But I think I'll beat you like I beat everyone else. Well, we'll see about that. Look, I got a fight lore in the ring right now. And sadly, there's not enough room for all three of us to be in the ring at the same time. Get my hands down a little. Alright. Well, this is for, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to am up beating you, and that is what it's going to be. Well, this is for the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight winnings. First, he is God Jora, the King of the Fiends, or Kaiser of the Fiends, and he is the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, the Vinlander Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Ding, ding. Well, first off, we do know that, Godzilla, God Jora just hit him with his tail. And that we do know that Godzilla, or God Jora, he's been in the TWS since between 98 YL. Tony Schiavone says he likes to wrestle and behave like, like Stunning Steve Austin, the Overstar Steve Austin, the Ringleader Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, all the selves that Stephen Williams played. Well, that need be true, Renee Young says, but let's keep in mind, Godzilla's won the TWF heavyweight and winnings sundriest times too. Many times too, Renee Young says. Yeah, Godzilla's been in the toy wrestling gathering since between 98 YL, and if there was a Hall of Honor, he would have been in it, James E. Cornette says. But I do not really need to say one thing about how that tail has sticky ooze and film holding it on, because his tail broke off because someone at Toy Biz didn't make it right. But do you really think he's going to beat Cody Rhodes? Oh, well, he did. His tail got caught up in a rope now, and now Cody Rhodes mishap kick, or we call it contactor's feet kick. And now we got the Cody Cutter on God Jora. I say James E. Cornette said if he can get the round street on Godzilla, God Jora, and beat him, it'll be a big thing. Oh, it looks like it's over here. Cody Rhodes got round street on Godzilla or God Jora. Now, if the Fight Keeper can reckon 1, 2, 3 on him, this match will be over, James E. Cornette said. We'll have to see, Tony Schiavone said. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter, Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes has beat Godzilla or God Jora here today on Collision or Hit, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, he has, Renee Young says. He has truly done that. Cody Rhodes, the Vinlander Nightmare, has beat God Jora, King of the Fiends, here today on Rampage or on Collision or a Hit, Renee Young says. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Tony Schiavone says. No one thought that Cody Rhodes could beat Godzilla or God Jora. Well, so he did, Tony Schiavone says. You want to know one thing, James E. Cornette says. You do know that Darren Drozoff is still after Cody Rhodes, and he still wants to have another match with Cody Rhodes. So will we show his head around here, or will not? James E. Cornette says, well, we hope not. Tony Schiavone says, we hope not. But you know what hoping does for us all. Take it away now, Michael Cole. Thank you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. I'm going to be talking with Godzilla, I'm talking today with Godzilla or God Jora here today on Collision or Hit. First off, Godzilla or God Jora, whatever you want to call yourself, you did not beat Cody Rhodes here today. No, I did not, Michael Cole. I didn't beat Cody Rhodes here today. I thought I would beat him, but sadly, it looks like that didn't happen. But don't worry about it, because they always say tomorrow's another day, right? And I've been in a toy wrestling gathering since now between 98 YL. And you know I do a lot of time yielding. And if Cody Rhodes thought that he had a bind when he was dealing to Shrek or Liu Kai or Mora or Darren Drozoff, he has nothing to dealing with me. You see, at the end of the day, I think Cody Rhodes got lucky. What? You think he got lucky when he beat all those folks you only named now? Yeah, I believe so. 'Cause to beat me, the King of the Fiends, the Kaiser of the Fiends, it takes luck. Well then, I guess King Kong got lucky. Mothra got lucky, what, 2 times, I guess? So, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, and I guess anyone who did beat you, I guess they got lucky then. Because, no one should never beat the King of the Fiends or the Kaiser of the Fiends, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And sooner or later, me and Cody Rhodes will meet again. And then I will be the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight fighter. And that's the bottom row, because God Jorah said so. Well, that's our talk with Godzilla or God Jorah. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Renee Young. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Godzilla or God Jorah here today on Dynamite or Mike. Thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Godzilla or God Jorah here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got here. I, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, and Jamesy Cornette, we hope you like Collision or Hit. And we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw or Alone Tonight Raw.